All right. Hello, hello. We are doing this is actually a lighting test because I forgot to do it earlier. And because I had to set everything up in order to test the lighting, we're gonna play more Dragon's Age Origin because we're almost to the point where I've gotten to. So we're gonna get into new stuff tonight and I'm really excited. So let's get started. So quick recap. We're playing a Dalish elf and our friend, love interest that never was, uh, touched a mirror in the middle of these ruins, and now suddenly he's poisoned with this whole darkspawn poison and apparently died, and we got poisoned too, but this Grey Warden saved us, named Duncan, and yeah, so we just, in order to get cured, we have to become a Grey Warden ourselves. So we've now arrived in Ostagar as the Grey Warden's newest recruit. The King's army and all of Ferelden's Grey Wardens have gathered here to face the Darkspawn surging up from the south. Duncan has told you you need to go through your initiation ritual, but before you got to this, he's asked you to reach out to another Grey Warden, Alistair. And we just met Alistair, so... Oh, I guess it'll give me... Hi, Alistair. How you doing, my dude?
Yes?
You know what? We didn't really talk to him last time. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. The Chantry raised me. And becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago. Duncan saw I wasn't happy and figured my training against mages could double for fighting Darkspawn. Now, here I stand, a proud Grey Warden.
Oh, that's
Grand
really nice of
Cleric
him.
wouldn't have let me go if Duncan never forced the issue. I'd always be grateful to him.
I don't really know what the Chantry is, but apparently you didn't want to join the Chantry.
It just wasn't for me. I believe in the Maker well enough, but I never wanted to devote my life to the Chantry.
Okay, so Chantry must be like some church adjacent thing, is what I'm assuming. You speak fondly of Duncan.
I spent years in that Chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
I mean, I feel like saying maybe Duncan thought you'd be useful is a little bit cruel, but we're gonna say it anyways. Maybe Duncan thought you'd be useful.
Or maybe he just happens to be a good man.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd like that. Never mind. Sure, let's ask him a few
What
questions.
about?
Uh, sure, let's ask about the Grey Wardens. I guess no one would know better than him.
So I imagine. What would you like to know?
So what makes y'all so special?
The Grey Wardens are warriors without equal. Darkspawn threatened to destroy the world 4 times over. Each time, the Grey Wardens led mankind to victory. Nobody knows more about Darkspawn, and nobody's better equipped to deal with them. You'll see. Trust me.
So they're knights? Heroes?
I don't know if I go that far. Duncan says the Grey Wardens do whatever is necessary to protect mankind from Darkspawn. That means some pretty extreme things. Whatever it takes to bring victory.
Okay, that sounds sketchy, but okay. I'm not sure I know anything about the Grey Wardens, because I don't,
Well,
let's be clear.
let's see. Surely you've heard of Weishaupt Fortress?
No.
The great eyrie carved into the White Cliffs far off in the Anderfels?
No.
That's where the Grey Wardens once kept their griffins.
Griffin?
Griffins died out, however, and our numbers have dwindled since the last blight.
Oh.
There's only a handful left in Ferelden. A few more in other nations.
So I don't get a griffin is what I'm hearing. Boo. Why would you bring up the griffins? So where are all the Grey Wardens now?
The others are camped with the King's soldiers in the valley. The King's given us a position of honor at the vanguard, despite our small numbers. I think Kalen is actually excited to ride into battle with us. Maybe he thinks that's what his father would have done.
Okay, so the Grey Wardens have the right to recruit anyone?
King Marek, Kalen's father, reaffirmed the power the Grey Wardens were given during the Blights. In practice, we can't conscript too often without hurting our cause. We were exiled from Ferelden once. Best not to let that happen again.
Were we, like, abducting people in the night? Why Why were we exiled? Why can't I ask more about that?
You want to ask me about something else?
Sure, let's ask about the blight.
Of course.
So, what is a blight? Where do darkspawn come from? You see what a mommy darkspawn and a daddy darkspawn.
You want the Chantry's version or the truth?
Um, we'll go with the truth,
The
I
truth is
think.
we don't really know. They come up from the ground, and that's as far as we've gotten.
Oh, good. Um, so what you talked about was the first blight?
Yes, and it nearly wiped us out. When defeated, the Darkspawn flee back underground and seek out another old god to taint, thus bringing another blight.
Lovely. That sounds wonderful. Um, so then where's the archdemon for this blight?
We haven't seen it yet. People are beginning to think this is just an unusually large Darkspawn raid without an archdemon to unify them. But seriously, the archdemon could be in the wilds or underground. It could be hiding. Just because it hasn't shown itself doesn't mean it isn't out there.
Okay, so why not kill the darkspawn when they're like underground?
They've
I
controlled
love
the
how
deep
I think I've
roads ever since they
thought of
defeated
this
the Dwarven
anew.
kingdoms. Even if we invaded, we can only chase them so far.
Okay, what's an archdemon?
The old gods were dragons, so the stories say. Big ones. Intelligent, even. The Tevinter Empire had big statues of them. Each dragon had a name and a place in the cosmos. It's all very intricate. The archdemons may not be the old gods, but they're definitely dragons.
So now I'm understanding where the Dragon Age part, like the dragon part of the Dragon Age comes from. So that thing's what I'm gonna. Okay, scary, just a little bit, just a smidge. All right. Why are some people so skeptical?
The Grey Wardens killed so many Darkspawn by the end of the last Blight. People decided they were gone for good.
Well, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? Okay, let's have
Of
some other
course.
questions. How do Grey Wardens defeat blights?
We chop off the snake's head. It's the only way. According to texts, the most famous Grey Warden leader, Garahel, killed the Archdemon Underarl in personal combat at the Battle of Aesley to end the last Blight. Without the Archdemon to command them, the Darkspawn flee back underground.
What kind of, I want to say moron, idiot, but like, that is incredibly brave as well. What kind of person do you have to be to take on a dragon in personal combat? Like, I'm not getting near one of those things. How did anyone even know about this blight?
The Grey Wardens keep watch. We feel the Darkspawn when they come. You'll understand after the joining. If you... well, you'll understand. Not to mention,
Okay.
you'll start to notice when Darkspawn pour out of the wilds and taint everything around them. Just a guess.
That's fair. Just how many darkspawn are out there?
Thousands? Tens of thousands? They've had centuries to build up their numbers.
Reassuring. Okay.
You want to ask me about something else?
How about Duncan? Tell me about him.
Duncan is the leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden. Which he would say doesn't mean much, as there aren't many of us here. Yet. Beyond that, he's a good man. A good judge of character. I owe him a lot. What about you? What do you think of him?
I cannot badmouth that man in front of you. Okay, he did save me, but also I don't feel like I owe him anything. So we're gonna go with he seems like a kind man, if firm.
Fair enough. He's done the best he can with what little he has. And that includes me, I guess. You want to ask me about something else?
Let's talk about the joining, because I'm terrified.
I wish I could tell you more. Maybe ask me again after Duncan speaks to you about it. You want to ask me about something else?
Okay, that's not scary at all. Let's talk about the upcoming battle.
Tomorrow. I'll tell you. It's Tan Loghain we should be looking to win it, not the king. Kaelin just wants his place in history. The Terran is planning the strategy. That's my opinion, anyway. I guess I should be thankful the king favors us Grey Wardens. But I know who's keeping the lid on the pot.
Okay, I mean, how much will I be participating?
You
That's
know,
the real
that's a good
question.
question. The other Grey Wardens are riding into battle with the king. I don't know if you'll be with them.
D- You didn't say because I'll be doing something else. So that could also mean I couldn't not live that long. So that maybe I'm just reading into this. Okay, why is it happening here of all
We're at the
places?
edge of the Korkari Wilds, the eye of the Blight Storm, right where the Horde will be coming. Ostagar itself is an excellent defensive position. The Wilders were pushed back from here time and again in ancient days.
Okay, what are the chances of
I'm
success?
sure Tern Loghain has the battle planned to the last detail. Still, no Blight has ever been defeated with so little cost.
I mean, there's a first for everything, right? So what if we fail?
If we don't break the Horde here, Duncan says it will spread until it engulfs all of Ferelden. Then it will take an alliance of nations to fight it, which would be bad. Neither the king nor the Tern really seems to believe this is a real blight, however.
Okay.
You want to ask me about something else?
No.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Okay. Oh, he approves. +2. Can I see what? Ooh, he's a level 4. Level 4 human warrior. Templar. He also has an item set. Okay. Well, I was hoping that, like, maybe I could see his approval rating, but, no. Okay, where do I need to go from here? Not there. And he's just gonna follow me everywhere, isn't he? That's, like, reassuring. What's back here? I don't think we looked around last time, so... Hello? Ooh, chest.
I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch.
Well, that sounds awful. I will take a short bow. Is that better than my current one? Scout bow. Weapons, short bow. No, it looks about the same. So we'll keep my current stuff. But hey, we can always sell it. Or give it to someone else. Feel like Duncan's got his own shit and doesn't really need the shit that I give him, so. Okay, so there's stuff over here. Hello. Ooh, the quartermaster.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? And why are you dressed so preposterously?
Excuse you. I mean, don't get me wrong, my outfit is atrocious, but are you mistaking me for a servant?
What? Oh, you're the one who arrived with the Grey Warden. Please, forgive my rudeness. There are so many elves running about, and I've been waiting for... It's simply been so hectic. I never thought... Please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the quartermaster, a simple man. No one special.
Yeah, maybe you should treat your servants more kindly.
Yes, of course, you're very right. Did you come for some supplies, perhaps?
Yeah, sure. What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Drugs? What do you mean to keep morale up? Okay, let's see what
Let
his
me know what
normal
you'd like.
stuff is. Oh, that's what those things were. Okay, so I have 77 of them. There's a lot of this stuff that I just don't know what it does. That seems like way better than my current one. but mine sells for more, so maybe not. Okay, can I get some different, like, outfit? No, I cannot. It looks like, okay. Studded leather armor. I don't have any of those. Why are there multiple currencies? Like, that's a backpack. Oh, it increases inventory capacity. That would be nice. Okay. Is there anything that I can just sell? I mean, I sort of feel... Aha. I feel like I will maybe regret this later, but this doesn't... It's not in the crafting stuff, so... Okay. So let's see. Let's get ourselves some armor. Okay, my current stuff is better. Never mind. We won't get ourselves some armor because my current stuff is better. With a +1 dex. And the rest of it I can't wear, so never mind. We'll just be wearing our ugly stuff right now. Oh yeah, I forgot about the ring. I should equip that. Okay, well that didn't go well. Before I forget... What does my ring do? +1 dex. I'll take that. I'm a rogue. You've just gained access to your first store. Here you can buy or sell items. Various stores are scattered throughout the world. While the transaction is open, you may use the buyback function to reverse any accidental sales or purchases at no loss of money. Oh, that's nice. Once the deal is closed, however, the items become the full property of the shopkeeper and thus are only available at full prices. That's fair. Okay, I want to know... What you doing, man?
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
I want to know what's under the table.
So long as you keep it quiet.
What are the other goods? Okay, I'm not necessarily seeing why these are... Other than the fact that they're really expensive. Maybe that's why. Maybe this is the good stuff. Okay, well, I can't afford any of this, so good day to you, sir. Bye. Sure, I'll take that longsword. It's mine now. Hello. How are you?
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not an elf, yet here you are. The name's
Here I am.
It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Okay. So what?
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
What? This is so far, I mean, I guess it hasn't been a fully, like, voluntary thing. We didn't really get a choice, so... they're forcing you to be here.
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Okay, bye. Enjoy. What's up here?
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find
Greetings.
favor in
You
the
must be the
sight of
third
God.
recruit we've heard
So
about.
let it be.
I am. And who are you? How does everyone
Securius,
know
my
about
name.
me?
I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of our layman. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human.
Okay. Maybe they need to start letting fewer humans in.
I did not mean to offend you. Clearly your skills have impressed Duncan. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm just trying to live, my dude. You're not all that smart, are you? I'm really tempted. Aren't you nervous about fighting Darkspawn?
I would be lying if I said I wasn't. As a boy, my mother told us Darkspawn hunted down all children who misbehaved. It is a foolish superstition, I know, but I still shiver when I think of fighting them. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
I mean, Davis said we might be going into the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Okay, bye. That was wild.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
You administer blessings to elves, do you?
I merely pass on the Maker's blessings. He looks kindly on all who will receive him.
Does he destroy the homeland of those who will not? I appreciate how snarky I am. You know what? But I am not someone who is going to turn down a god's blessing just in case. So, you know what? Why the fuck not?
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Okay. Hello.
I heard that some Darkspawn use magic. How? They're
I'll show these
animals.
Darkspawn they should have remained in the past.
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
Okay. Hi, puppy. Ooh, chest. I feel like I'm just breaking into people's shit, and it's a possibility, but you know what? If they didn't want me to break into it, maybe they should have locked it better.
He calls.
Who calls?
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
Okay, well, enjoy. Have fun with that. Oh, that's a dead end. Hello.
Well met.
Well met to you too. Korkari Wilds. Okay, so that's where we were talking about. Hello, Mr. Knight.
It's good to have Grey Wardens amongst us. With their help, perhaps we can push these things back underground for good.
Ooh, what are Ash Warriors?
We must see to our hounds. To an Ash warrior, a hound is as much a weapon as a blade.
We are preparing for battle. This is a solemn time for us.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turnlow Gain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Is there a reason why you're looking at me when you say it?
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want?
You have a problem with elves?
Not in particular, except for them being so thin-boned. You make good messengers sometimes. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
I mean, I want you to not be an asshole, but, I mean, you don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What's an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Okay, so what do you do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Okay. Well, why'd you paint your dog?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Okay, so what if the enemy's painted with caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
I mean, no.
Good. I hear death is unpleasant.
Okay, what are you preparing for?
Scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say the tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
I'm not gonna ask. We've just had this conversation. I'm not gonna ask him to leave his dog
Oh,
behind.
thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Okay. Well, enjoy that. Hey, Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
It wasn't his fault.
The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
Everyone
right,
likes
Duncan.
us.
I
So far. Maybe they
apologize.
don't actually.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Okay. So what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
What is a piece of paper going to help us with? Like, if these are that old, whatever. And if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
And how will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Okay, well, find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay. All right, we have
Hear the prayers of your sons and daughters.
everyone,
We
and
who betrayed your
time to
prophet
go.
Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Do not abandon us in our darkest hour. Watch over the
okay, let's mark it. I wish it would automatically mark it as my active quest. Like, why do I have to mark it every time?
and guide him as he faces this terrible
Here we go.
Hail. I
Hi.
told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, and I need the flower thingy for my dog, for the dog. Okay, well, we're already in combat. This should go great. Holy shit, there's a lot of them. There are so many of them. What did I do? I just showed up here. I came here to have a good time and I'm feeling so attacked right now. How'd we do? If that's not what yeah, I don't
I'm
actually care.
following you, aren't I?
I was trying to get the stuff from the wolf. All right. I am doing real good at this whole mouse thing. Okay. Ooh, missionary Jogbee. Okay, I have a letter. Ooh, new quest. Take a look. You found a corpse near the entrance to the Korkari Wilds. A letter on the corpse detailed a path through the wilds that should lead to the place where the deceased is meant to meet his father. Consult the note, a letter to Jogbee, for more information. Quest related? Aha. Okay. My dearest son, it pleases me that you wish to follow my footsteps and bring the Maker's word to the unenlightened. I wish you had chosen a less dangerous place to do so. Apologies for leaving early for the wilds, son, but I wanted to set up camp and get things started. The Chastened, don't know who those are, respect one with survival skills in the wilds, so I had hoped to get a grip on that before you arrived, and maybe establish an agreement with the local tribe so that we had friends when you came. When you reach the wilds, you'll find it difficult to navigate. I've listed certain landmarks below. If you follow them, they will lead you to a location I've scouted out, where I've left you some supplies. If you're lost, try to get back to that spot and I'll find you. The landmarks are as followed. Beginning at the entrance to the wilds from Ostagar. Look for a tree leaning on a ruined building, pass under a fallen tree bridge, pass a submerged tower on the right, look between a high ruined arch and a mossy standing stone, walk along a path of roots and stones, look for two large statues with a chest between them. There you will find our meeting point. I love you, Jogbee, my son. I hope to see you soon. Your father, Rigby. Well, that's unfortunate.
Over here.
Over where? Oh, hey. This guy's moving.
Get what we came for. And
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
We're just all standing around this man who's dying. This is great. I mean, let's try to bandage him up at least, I
I
guess.
have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Okay. Luckily, you're not far. so hopefully you
Did
make
you
it.
hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
I mean, you kind of sound like a coward right now. You know what? Fuck it. You sound like a coward to me.
I am simply trying to stay alive. You do not see me fleeing, do you?
A bit of fear isn't unnatural, you know. Few relish meeting Darkspawn up close. I know I don't.
I mean, let's just get this over with.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't
Okay.
mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Oh. Wrong way. Still looking for that flower. Okay. They're making it very hard to aim. Okay. Seems like we're good. Good job, guys. Ooh. Jewel. Hey, okay, our first vial of blood. Happily take that. That one had coin, so. A death root. That's reassuring. Oh, I have a quest update. Aha! We found the flower. Yay! We can save the dogs. Okay, I don't know which way I need to go, if I'm being completely honest. That looks like the path. Let's follow the path, I guess. Oops.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, save. That's either a really good or a really bad sign. Oh, and there are enemies up there.
Darkspawn, hey?
Why am I going towards him? Oh, shit. Ha! Take that. I don't know what Berserk is, and I'm too afraid to ask. Okay. That wasn't too bad. There's lots of guys, but we survived. Now just time to pick up our blood. Excerpt from local myths and legends. Okay, there's our second vial. And there's number 3. Okay, I don't actually know where I'm going again. Alistair was supposed to show us the way, and he's being real quiet on where we need to go. Oh, look, another save. Can't wait to see what else we come up against. Alright, let's do this. Yep, I see the enemies on the minimap.
Send some darkspawn.
I am weirdly okay with that. Nope. Why? Okay. Well. Literally, I don't know why you would have move and attack on the same button. Hey, we got an achievement. Yeah? Good? Good. Okay, we lived. This one had a ton of stuff. Ooh, Darkspawn Longbow. That seems fun. Okay, -1 to dexterity, but a +1 to damage. I mean, my dex is pretty high. Might as well swap it out. I can always swap it back, so. Okay. Okay, here we go. Warden's Cache. Hello.
Well, well. What have we here?
Hello, ma'am.
Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I mean, I'm neither. The Grey Wardens once stoned this tower.
Tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse.
I mean, I can't really
I have watched
argue.
your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh,
What is
fear
chastened?
Barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Why are we talking about her
Witch of
in
the
front of her
wilds.
face like this?
Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own?
They do not.
Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
You know what? You seem like fun. You know what? I'm Lara. Pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan.
Yay, new
So I
bestie.
guess your purpose. You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you?
Where's-
You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
It's a very good question.
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for it was not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Okay, then who removed them? We're gonna be
Was
civil.
My mother, in fact.
Okay, well, can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
Yay! We are besties.
First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
Don't be jealous,
Put us all in a
Alistair.
pot, she will. Just you watch. If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Sir,
Follow me
you
then,
have
if it pleases you.
more brawn than brain cells, clearly. Okay.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking
Oh
to
my
her.
god, you guys.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
Go with the
There's a
flow.
Smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is
Poor
not
guy.
I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your elven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
I believe we should be besties. Like, screw the Grey Wardens. I want to be a witch out in the forest. I'm not sure what to believe.
A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
Okay.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the Wild, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
Poor Morrigan. It's okay.
Did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
Yeah, I came here to be
Thank you
besties.
for their treatise, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And
Yeah.
why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
I mean, what do you mean that the threat is greater than they realize?
Either the threat is more, or they realize less. Or perhaps the threat is nothing. Or perhaps they realize nothing. Oh, do
Well,
not
that was
mind
effective.
me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
I hope she joins our party. I love her. Okay, well, we made it back. That's pretty easy. Okay, first things first, we have to take care of the dog. Okay, Duncan, I see you. But also, dog.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Is this the flower you're looking for?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment. He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
Aw. How long before there's an improvement?
A day, maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
He can be my dog? You think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Okay, deal. My puppy. Hey, Duncan. I got your shit.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have, yeah. That wasn't bad at all.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
I mean, maybe we should tell you about Morgan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had scrolls. They were both very... odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Okay, so now will you tell us what this ritual is about?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
You're saying that the ritual can kill us.
As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
He
Why all
is.
these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition.
You didn't do
Maybe
shit.
they're just trying to annoy you.
I mean, calm down. There's nothing we can do about it
I
now.
only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Why would you go with a pregnant wife?
Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
Yeah, will you both shut up?
Yes, Sir Knight. Try not to wet your trousers until the ritual starts.
Okay,
I've just
you
never
also
faced a
need to
foe
shut
I
up.
could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
Ew.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Those who survive?
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your
That is a
sacrifice
massive
will
cup.
not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
We are literally joining a cult here.
Edith, step forward.
Okay, he's not having a good time.
Make his breath.
Okay, well, I'd like to leave now, I think.
I am sorry, Davith.
I think I'd really like to leave now.
But I have a wife.
Why would you
A
draw your
child.
sword, my dude?
Had I known.
Turning back.
No,
Okay, this really is a cult.
You asked too
Loving
much.
this.
There is no glory in this.
Oh, well.
I am sorry.
Okay. So, becoming a Grey Warden it is.
But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good.
Alright, bottoms up, I guess.
From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Am I gonna live? I assume I'm going to live. I'm the main character, but... Oh, that's a dragon. Neat.
It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
This is wild. I mean, what just happened? Yeah, nothing you said prepared me for that.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Okay. Oh, yippee.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
I mean, what kind of meeting?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Okay. Well, that was wild. And now that we've joined a cult, I think we're gonna end here for tonight because I think I've tested out this completely. So as a reminder, stream tomorrow night, and yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, all.